this. Okay, let's connect the dots. I'm in Colombia. Dorella is in France. Dev is in Mexico. Miriam, are you in the United States, right? I'm right?
Norway.
No, Norway. Oh, yeah, oh, cool. So Sophia is in Sweden, Sophia. And Katie, I don't know where you are, but we are all over the world, and I love this. This is super, super cool. Welcome here to my beautiful Dorella. Hi. And I'm saying my beautiful Dorella because she's part of the community for quite some time. Thank you for coming and visiting me on this masterclass. Let me explain a little bit what I am going to do here and why I'm so excited. Normally on Tuesdays, the Brave Wolves come together to do a co-creation call. And what is a co-creation call? Co-creation call is when you come to the community and you tell what is going on in your world, what you need support with, and everyone gives the 5 cents. This community is about co-creation. It's not about what I know. It is about that as well, but it's about what the knowledge that we all have, and we come together as a wolf pack, sisterhood, whatever you want to call it. But I shift things a little bit, and I start doing each Tuesday call before we have some time for co-creation, and I'll always leave that on the end. I want to give my most deep, powerful secrets so I help you all to achieve whatever you want on this digital world. And why I'm doing this? Because in the last 3 and 4 years, I saw many people overpaying, trying to get the success they want, investing and spending money and not getting anywhere. And that being said, I want you all to be able to, whatever you one day want to work with us and stay on this community or not, I want you to take what you are going to learn on this session and create your own blueprint for success. So that it is. I have my other wolves here. I have Coach G, I have Emma. So welcome, UK. Coach G is in Canada. What a mix. Is 1% for each country. We are good. Katie, where are you from? Where are you based? Or better, where you're based? Katie? No. Yeah. Can you hear me? Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you in the United States?
I'm in Texas.
Okay. So Texas, France, Norway, Miriam, Mexico, UK, Canada, and Sophia, Sweden? I think so. Colombia. So I'm here. I'm not from here, but I'm here. Okay, that being said, how to make 10K or more or less. 10K is always a number that calls a lot of attention. In 6 hours. Okay. I am going to give exactly the blueprint that worked for me and how I create things and how I always create things, and my people know that. And I'm going to share, a lot of things, and I'm going to have a present on the end because I want to co-create your viral offer or your opportunity with you, like I did with Devi some hour ago, right? Okay. Good. So let's share. Let's go for it. Please, if you have any question, I will explain everything. If you have any question and raise your hands. I will try to see everyone. I will be sharing the screen. And as well, on the end, we have a lot of time for questions, and we have time for co-creation. So I will ask what is going on in your world, what is your offer, what are you busy with, and we have a little networking. So it's like a hybrid of events. Now, how to make 10K in 6 hours? Are you ready? Who's ready? Put your hand up, please. I need some energy. I was a DJ for a long time. I need some energy. And it's really cold on the mountain today. So please, yes, thank you so much. Okay, there it is. How to make 10K in 6 hours in 7 simple steps. In reality is 8 because I have a bonus step. But here it is. As well, one of the things then I will bring to this community very fast is how I'm creating all this beautiful, amazing AI image with ease and a lot of fun. But that is another day. And on the next masterclasses as well, I'm going to be sharing, now that you have a viral offer, how you find clients. And let me tell you, I find my clients organically. You are all here organically with Facebook only. And that is the strategy that it took me to make more than 6 figures on the last couple of years, doing this only with one profile and only with that. So we can talk about that in another masterclass. Today is to create a beautiful offer that sells very fast, and then you can scale. That being said, let's go for it. So, what if you could not only make 10K in 6 hours, but you always could provide life-changing results to your clients? I am a very heart-centered coach. Who knows me knows, and I am, right? G? Yeah? Mm-hmm. I love my people. They are literally my family, and that is important for me. I operate from a very female energy, even though I feel myself as a workaholic. I love what I do. So, but I'm very driven, not only for the money, I'm really driven for the success of every person. So this blueprint is not only about cashing money, because we'll just work if you really want to bring value to the people. And you will understand what I'm saying in a second. I'm going to show you how to create an offer that sells. And I am going to give you my blueprint on that. Are we ready? Yeah? Excited? Can I see some movements? Yeah. Yeah, thank you so much. Okay, so next page. This is a beautiful version of myself in AI. At least I think so. This is my story. For if you don't know me, a little short version of all of this. I was born in Lisbon. I grew up in a cacao hacienda, so a farm in the middle of Africa, in the middle of the islands. I live in all over the world, and for many years I was an international DJ. I toured the world. And I was able to I did play by cover. I did a lot of things. I work on TV, but touring the world in a certain moment, I was able to do it. So in special around 2017, because I was able to understand social media in a way that I still don't love it, but in a way then I made social media my playgrounds. And I was able to understand how to tell stories, then get you the attention that you are looking for. Obviously, then to be a coach and to make money, you don't need to have thousands of followers. If you have a following of 100 people, and let's celebrate in our school have 78 people already. If you have a small following, you are ready to make a lot of money. More than go viral in big numbers, I understand then was important to create meaningful connections and providing value to your people. That being said, I was able to understand all of that, and I was still touring the world until COVID hit. When COVID hit, I did not had an opportunity to work as a DJ. So I had an agency that was helping coaches how to grow online. So I became a coach, and I had no clue how then being a coach was selling your own energy. So I burned out and I struggled and I learned, and I had a lot of ups and downs on this journey, and it was not straightforward. And that is what I share to my people. I have been all over the places. I undersell myself, I overgive. And it took me a while to understand how to make this in a way that is aligned with my own energy. Again, like I always tell, what I'm sharing works for me, but maybe for you, we need to adapt that. And so that is the reason why I have these calls where I share strategies, and then I give some time for us to co-create, to learn how to dance together, because the alignment of energetics are different for each person. The way that we operate is different. So that is important for me as well. And we have this amazing community of brave wolves. We had many names. We were Dream Warriors, Phoenix Warriors, Dragons, and now Brave Wolves, because different seasons. And like my beautiful coach G like to say, we are a collective of women with centuries of knowledge. And we come together, and that is from you, that is your idea. So we come together and we support people and we do beautiful things together. Because this journey of being an entrepreneur is lonely, and many times you need support and you need to know that you're not getting crazy and there are other people going through the same. So how can we do this together? And so it is. So it's my story. Step number 1. Okay. If you are here right now, you have an idea, you have an ability, you have a gift, or you did learn something. Something did happen in your life. I know you because I know my people. Something did happen in your life. Then you learn a skill, or you activate a superpower, and you know, then you have the ability to, or you want to shortcut the suffering of others, or you want them to achieve their dreams faster. And that gift, in this time, in age, majority of us need to share it online in the digital world. And I know that for many of you, and even for me many times, the digital world, tech, social media, there are little funny monsters that we need to tame and take care. But let's focus on the idea. So you have an idea. And to help flowing this masterclass, this workshop, whatever you want to call it, I'm going to give you my own example so you can take notes and think about your own strategy and your own ideas. So 1.5 years ago, my journey was coaching people of how to grow online. And then I burned out and I went to full only doing healing and tapping and EFT and magical circles. And I promised myself that I will never, never, never go and coach people how to create business and etc. But my community started seeing me growing my own community and asked me how I was doing. So I had this idea to create the first program. And the first program was a high ticket, and I did need to start somewhere. So my first idea was, oh my God, I know the title. So the title is going to be How to Fight the Imposter Syndrome and Go Viral. Remember this that I'm telling. And what I did, I did know something. I didn't know because I learned on the hard way. Then many of us, many times when we decide to create a product, to create the coaching, we go and we spend hours and hours and hours creating, recording, editing. I don't know. I spend hours doing that on the first time. I spent 2 months creating a course, how to grow Instagram with Facebook ads. And then after 2 months of working 14 hours a day, I sold 2 offers. And I sold 2 offers. Why? Because that was something then I was looking for. But that was not something that my people are looking for. There are 3 or 4 steps behind. So what you need when you have an idea is to go and talk with your people. I always tell, I don't create offers. My people create offers for me. So focus on the idea. You want to help with tapping or EFT. You want to help with hypnosis. You want to help them with goal setting. You want to help them with healing, whatever. Focus on that. And now, then you have this idea. Let's go to step number 2. Please write your idea because I want you to share on the questions after, okay? Okay. 2. You are going to go to the market, then use your market. And we can talk a lot about niche and niche down and niche up, and that is another session. But if you know your people, or you know the people, even if you want to work with certain people, but another type keeps coming to you, you want to go to that market and you want to offer. And I'm going to say offer like this, and I'm going to say free like this. Free is a word that I don't use but I just put it here so I can tell you that I don't use it. I don't use the word free. I like to use the word open. So we are going to gift sessions to people who are our potential clients or maybe have been our clients in the past. That is okay. And even if you don't have a big following, if you are inside of school community, for example, what is open now, you can ask some of the other wolves to help you with this. You need feedback, you need brains to help you on this. So you are going to offer, and I say it's not free, because even in the fact that you are giving free, you are not giving free. They are bringing you the answers that you are looking for. They are bringing you their problems. They are bringing you their words. And this is really, really important for you. So you want to aim to book 5 to 10 calls with 10 different people. And I'm going to explain you this. You are offering your time for a transformation call. You will help them, but at the same time, they will help you. And why is this important? When we, for example, imagine then you manage to not be depressive and suffer of anxiety, and you have a blueprint how to go to the next part. When you don't have anxiety, there are words and feelings that you forgot already. And you want them to share the words, because it's that words then you are going to use when you communicate this on social media. So I'm going to explain this in a second. So you are going to offer your time, but they are going to pay you with their problems, with their information, with their feelings, with their words. Still, everyone is understanding I'm explaining myself well? Yeah? Good. Okay. So how you are going to do that? I personally use Calendly. If you just have one event on Calendly, I believe it's until now is free. So you set up your booking system, and this is really important. You set up Google or Zoom, and when you create your event, you want to have a set of questions that are going to help you on this journey. You are going to get from this person who's gifting their time to you, you are going to get two types of information. One, the call, and the other one before of the call, these questions. You're going to ask, for example, if it's a business question, where are they now with this situation? Where are they now with their anxiety? Where are they now in their life? Where are they now with their algorithm? Where are they now, whatever? Where are they now? The second question is where they want to be. And this is a very important question I'll tell you in a second. What is holding them back? What is on their way? What they did try before and did not work? What is the biggest goal they want for that session? It's important. I like to measure progress. And in a very important question on the end, you want to ask, if you get tons of value of this session, are you open to know how we can work together in the future? Okay. Where are you now? Where you want to be? What is holding you back? What did you try? What goal you want for the session that you can drop or not? I like to have it. And if you get tons of value of this session, are you open to know how can we work together? Okay. Now, these questions are gold. Even if a person do not come to a call, what normally doesn't happen to me, but even if that happened, you have their answers. And I'm going to explain to you how important they are and how you are going to use them. Okay? Okay? Everyone is okay? Good? Okay. So step number 4. We go to the sessions, and you go to this session with something on your mind. And at least this is how I do it. I never go to these calibration sessions with my mind. It's I'm going to sell, I'm going to sell, I'm going to sell. I always go to these sessions to how can I provide value at my highest level, give my very best, like this person is paying me $1,000, $5,000 for this session. And that is my mindset. I want to give my very, very, very best. Okay. And this is really important. And back to being a heart-centered coach, I believe this strategy works because I operate from, I give my very best on these sessions. Debbie, she just had a session with me. So I really go and give my very best. And I think that is a very important detail. And as well, I want to help them transform and feel better about something they told me there was their problem. But I want to ask a lot of questions because I am going to prime the way that I coach, the way that I deliver it, the way I'm going to ask, do you prefer to have an intensive or do you prefer to have 7 weeks? Do you prefer to have one-on-one sessions because it's a more private matter, or do you like group coaching? Do you feel comfortable with this price point or this price point? This is a place for you to ask and get the most than you can. I always record the sessions, and I'm going to explain to you in a second what I do after with that. I record them not because I want to post, but I record them because they are important for me to craft my offer, okay? And they are important for me to craft my content. I'm going to tell you in a second. Whatever you want to give your very best. This is not the thing that I want to say. You want to give your very best. You want to go super excited. I cannot see him an hour here, but you want to go thinking about, and this person did gift their time to you as well. It's fantastic. Then someone wants to work with you and wants to give you the opportunity to spend 1 hour or whatever you have on these transformation calls with you. Okay. Now we have the questions that they answer. We have the recordings. What comes next? I want you to, step number 3 was here. The questions, this is wrong, but I want you to, okay. Hi, Ashley, look at you. Step number 5, you want them on these sessions. When you are promoting these sessions, you can tell, hi, look, I'm priming a new offer, be honest. And I want to have these sessions so I calibrate my offer and I do my very best. And the catch, or the only thing I ask you on the end, is to give me a testimony if you get tons of value, because that is an important detail. And if they, in that moment, they are happy, they feel there was a shift. Even if you are recording the Zoom, you can even ask them to give you the testimony in their life in that moment. And the framework of the testimony is, hi, my name is Anahita, and I do this. I had the chance to work with Coach G, and it was amazing. What's this and that? And if you have the opportunity, book with her or work with her. And this is fundamental. Whatever you are scaling your business, whatever you are in the beginning of your business, whatever is the situation that you are, testimonies are key. What kind of testimonies I use? I do a lot of print screens of our chats on the walls because many times people drop beautiful comments and I like to have that. And I ask some of you to give me testimonies and I compile them. Sometimes I compile them all together. Other times I drop them. I have testimonies about the community because that is part of the product that I sell. I have testimonies about social media. I have testimonies about how to get a TEDx talk because that is all part of what I sell. Now, what we have the questions answered. We have the recordings. We are feeling really good because we give our very best and people had shifts. So our imposter syndrome is a little bit punch in the face. So we are feeling super powerful and super brave. And we go to the next step, then is using that data to understand exactly the words and exactly the problems and exactly what your people need. Do you remember that I told that my offer was going to be called Fight Imposter Syndrome and Go Viral? Mm-hmm. Guess what? That did not resonate with people. When I was asking, where are you now, where you want to be, in that time, everyone did want to be making 10K per month. And I was comfortable because I did arrive to that amounts, so I could explain that. So even though I was giving inside of the offer how to fight imposter syndrome and go viral, I changed the name to the outcome that the majority of people were writing. And if you do 10 sessions about the same subject, I will tell you, then people are going to repeat the same words over and over and over again. I know that my people believe the algorithm doesn't love them. They don't like social media. Tech is a monster, and their offers are not selling, and they post and get crickets. So that's what I know about my people. And I know that words because they use it over and over again. So now with the data that I have from Calendly and the recordings, I pick up the data that I have from Calendly and using some prompts on ChatGPT, and I'm happy to share that. If you want, please DM me. I'm happy to do that. I combine and I analyze and I see what comes up. And then I pick up on the recordings and I transcribe the recordings and I use ChatGPT as well to compile that information. And then I cross that information and I see what outcomes they are looking, what problems they are saying, what constantly is coming up on these calls. And then I use another prompts of ChatGPT based. Let's talk about AI. I love AI, but I like to keep my voice, and that is part of my prompt. I always tell, keep my voice in the way that I write and my meaning, because I don't want AI to transform every word and then I say. But I see what words they are using, and I know then on my contents that are the words that I need to put out there. Because when you use the words that are inside of the head of someone will tell, oh, she see me. Do you know, on the avatar and say, I see you? That is what they feel. Oh, she knows me. She see me. She have the answer. She have the answer that I'm looking for. People don't buy your program. They buy your energy. I have many people sign with me without even knowing what they are buying for. And then they ask me. They buy your energy. They buy the belief that you have the answers they are looking for. Okay? Never forget that. That is an important detail. Who's excited? Who's having fun? Yeah? Yeah! Thank you so much. Because I'm here talking and talking and talking, and it feels a little bit lonely. Okay, I see your beautiful faces. Okay, now step number 7. Now, okay, you must be, okay, but where she goes with this? Where is the 10K in 6 hours? There he goes. Let me, before I go to step number 7, all of us have a price point that we feel comfortable with. And I'm saying this because one time I booked a high ticket coach to coach me. And I think I had a program. I had a program that was $1,500 for each 3 months. And that is, and she did want me to ask upfront a full year for a slightly less amount of money, but I could not do it. I could not do it. I could not do it because I was not comfortable in asking that amount of money. So I understand that raising prices is like building muscle. When you go and you ask for a price, then you feel like, oh yes, please pay me $5,000 for 1 hour of working with me. People will feel that. But if you have an offer like I have right now with the 7 weeks magical coach mastery, where I give everything that I know in 7 weeks, you have community, you have you have a magical box that I sent from here, and then that alone is $444. I know that I'm overgiving for $497, what is $10 per day. And that feeling flows because you are sure and you feel super comfortable. And you can raise that price point where you feel comfortable. And the way that you raise is selling few at that price and then raise a little bit and then sell more at that price and raise a little bit. And then you feel 100% comfortable with, okay? Another thing that is important is you remember the testimonies. Imposter syndrome is going to catch you in any moment. It catch me every often. So go back and watch your testimonies. Go back and watch your people talking about your magic and your work. Okay? Remember who you are. But now, my price point where I feel super comfortable, in special when I'm giving all my wisdom. I see your heart. When I give all my wisdom is $497. For me, is a no-brainer. And because I work with different cultures in different countries and different, I know that in America, 497, thank you, Debbie, 497 is a no-brainer. And I even allowed people to do 2 payments, 3 payments, whatever, if they want to do it. And this is a very important thing. If someone really wants to do it, be ready to be flexible, in special when it's a work setup and not a one-on-one, because this is when you launch your beta, so your second season of your offer. So you did the free coaching and now you are going to make 10K per month in 6 hours. And for me, the way that I like to do this is do an intensive. What is an intensive? It's 3 hours on a Saturday, 3 hours on a Sunday, where I arrive and I give it all. I give all that I know, from the algorithm, how to post only 3 times a week and have people, how to find clients, how to create value offers. I give in 3 hours. And every person gets recordings and get everything and feels so comfortable because we are going to co-create answers to solve their problems in 6 hours. And they are done of waiting and they want answers now. And I are done of overpaying other coaches and they want answers now. So 6 hours, 497. I like 497, even though I wrote 500 here. You sign up 20 people because you know exactly what problems do they have. So you know where to find them. And that is another masterclass. And you are talking their language, whatever, you are bilingual or you are from another country, you know them, you know their words. It's like knowing their codes. You know what operates on their heads. You close 20 clients, you make 10K in 6 hours. Now, I did close 25 clients on the first time that I did this. Now comes an extra bonus here, because guess what happens when you run an intensive and you give your very best and people are there, like-minded people, and they are excited and they meet each other and they had these 6 hours of intensity, haha moments. They are happy, but they are a little bit overwhelmed because they have all this knowledge, but now they need implantation. They need to know day by day how to break it in pieces. And they need to know then you are there for them and the community. And I'm talking about each one of you are different. And in my case, then I was there for them and they could come back to me. So from the 25 people, then I sign up for this intensive. I convert 19 people in $1,497 for 3 months on my group coaching, my first group coaching like this. So you don't only do that in an intensive, and you can run your business only doing intensives if that is for you. I start offering this accountability, co-creation, engagement, support, and as well magical circles where we do tapping and EFT, and that is what we do on Wednesdays, because I believe that you can have all the strategies, but if your mindset is not on the correct place and you have things to heal, and we all have things to heal, you need some extra support. So that it is. You can go to a lower price point of $750 for 3 months, for example, or you can do whatever feels right for you. I love, and Dorelli is the champion here, but I love what we do then is ringing the bell to the group. So each time we close a client or each time we do something and we put ourselves in a different situation or a different feeling, and we do something that was hard, we ring the bell. So what is important is the universe is important, and you celebrate your wins. Is important and you measure progress. Is important and you are grateful for your journey. And is important, then the universe or God or whatever you believe, will be happy. Then you celebrate $10 in the same way. Then you going to be happy. Then you celebrate 5,000. The difference is you need to create some boundaries and you need to know your energetics and how you feel comfortable delivering your information. Now, I like to always talk, and I did want to bring this. I would like to always talk to people as well and present what it can be. Oh, yeah, probably people will not buy from me because So I don't buy from you because I'm broke. And I like to tell, okay, if you divide in 7 weeks, then it's my next program. That is $10 a day. Do you want to do it? Okay, let's find a way for us to do this. I'm very flexible. When people really want to do it and they have that energy to go for it, I will organize, and we organize our dynamic. I just did that 1 hour ago. Like, if you want to do it, let's do it. Let's figure out. Let's be flexible. Flexibility on this business is very, very important. You need to know how to create products on Stripe or PayPal or whatever you use in a moment. Then many times I'm in a call with someone and I create a product and a special payment plan for that person. So I just want to bring that. One of the big things on the head of everyone is the economics. Nobody is buying because of the it's not true. I sold 6 offers, 7 offers this week. So I'm not running ads. It's people are buying for $197, some in payment plans, but they are buying. And if you are talking high tickets, this is a different structure. And people will buy from you. When they buy from you a low ticket, for example, $100, they trust you and they like what you are giving to them, they will buy. I have people who start by paying me $175 and they had invest 12,000 on the last 2 years. So there is not a problem. I like to create my content, in special when I'm giving content, short, punch, and actionable steps. Do this, do that, and celebrate. Do this, do that, and celebrate. Measure progress. Techie savvy. I don't create nothing with lots of tech. My templates, my sales page are on Canva. I am connected to Calendly. I have Zoom. I have Facebook, and I do Stripe. So if you have, and I have school now for the community. If you have that, you are good enough. Okay. I don't have enough followers. I used to have 110,000 followers and I lost that account. That is another story. So I have 3,000 followers on my Facebook profile, and you are all here right now because it's not difficult to do. And I coach this and I help people with that in simple, basic strategies. Then you allocate, you need to do the work. If I cannot tell you, then you work 3 hours a week and you are going to make 10K per month. That is not true. So, but you need to do it's more about being consistent than to overwork. The algorithm doesn't love you. It's not true. Probably the posts that you are doing are not what people are looking for, or you don't have call to actions. And many times the algorithm doesn't love you because you drop your post and you run away from social media. And guess what? You need to engage with other people so the algorithm opens for you as well. And even for people who hate social media, I don't love social media, but social media is important for me because that is the way then I have you all here. So I go to social media, I play that game in a way that feels aligned for me. That being said, I want to offer to any person who wants a session with me. And what that means, I will co-create, because I'm creating offers. I co-create your viral offer, your intensive with you. If you want the link, just DM me directly on Facebook, and we can talk about that in a second. And as well, I want to show off and talk about the Magical Coach Mastery and what is. So this is my beautiful people talking about what is to be on the community. This is an important thing. When you do, and I am giving, if you want the templates that I'm using for sales page is from Canva, and I'm happy to give them for free. You can shift and change them. Just ask me. You stock the offer, you show everything what is inside of the offer with the calls and the bonus and all of that. And oh, gee, you're here. And this is a magical box. Then I am included because I have two business and I want many people to get my magical boxes. So I'm gifting the magical boxes, and as well, I will get testimonies and feedback for my magical boxes. So I'm killing two birds with one stone, and I love to do it because I love magic. So I did these two different offers just for you to have an idea, and this is based in a lot of feedback. So 497 for people to be 7 weeks in our community with the magical box shipped to any part of the world. And magic box is a real wooden box. So, and we co-create. It comes as well with a guarantee. If you do all the work that needs to be done and you watch at least the recordings of the calls and you do the exercise, and on the end of 28th February, you did not manifest at least $1,000 and $5,000 in a new clients, I will keep you on my inner circle and I work with you one-on-one until you get there, because it works. And why I say 1,000 to 5,000? Because I'm done of people selling 10K ideas to people that many times are on the beginning season of their business and is very far away to aim to 10K. Let's celebrate the 1,000, the 2,000, the 3,000, and that's in front. And there it is. Now, let's work. Point one, I see the chat with 17 questions. Before I go to the chat, because I don't want to do that, please, if you have a question, raise your hand. Emma, I did not forget that we have something that we want to ask to the community. Do someone have questions? No? Oh, beautiful. Okay. Natalie, oh, hello, girl. Do you have a question?
It's kind of amusing, like a thought process. So I ran a 4-week program in January and it was great. And then I took all the feedback and I decided to extend it to 10 weeks. And then I had a failed launch. And obviously I've had a lot of feelings around that. And now I'm like, do I continue this again, but do what you suggest and do the phone calls and stuff and get more feedback and then see where that sits? Or do I recognize, like, okay, I had this relief feeling that the launch was a failure and do something different? Because this is kind of like,
I know things that you are not telling there, so I'm going to bring to the table.
Yes, please.
Okay. So what I know. Okay. Guess why things fail many times? Things fail because we are not 100% sure that we want to do things like that.
Yeah.
I am talking, many of you know, that I was out of the world for 3 months because I was broken in all ways, forms and shapes, from emotional to physical, you name it. I burned out. I had nothing more to give. And my people know that I love you all, and not being able to serve, that was very difficult for me because I feel then I was failing everyone and more than I was failing me. And she is knocking because she was there to hold my hand. And what I understand was the way that I was providing I was giving myself to this community was too much. And I'm going straight to the point. I am a very early bird, and you all know that, woman. Many times I start working 3, 4 a.m. Don't ask. I'm weird. I go very early to bed as well, so don't be concerned. But we have a lot of people from Australia in our community, and I did a mistake. I was serving them at a time, and especially when Devi, when I was living in Mexico, what the heat after 2 p.m. was cooking my brain. And me serving people at 5 p.m. with all the drama, and we could write a soap opera from Mexican soap opera about that. We're not going there today. It was killing me. I did not operate well at that time. So now I don't work on Fridays. I don't work Saturdays and Sundays. It's a lie. I do work. What I mean is, I have certain things that I'll locate on Mondays. For example, podcastings and certain things in my one-on-one clients. And I don't work, and I work Mondays. Tuesdays, I have this call. And Wednesdays, I do magical circles, and I work with you all. But Thursdays, Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays are creative, or to learn a skill, or to work on the magical box and the other business. Because I did need to preserve my energy. And for that, I did need to understand my energetics. What I want to say to this is and as a coach, whatever we do, there are seasons. There is times then you just want to sell digital products, and that is perfect. There's people who just want to sell digital products. Fantastic. There's people who love one-on-ones, or what you do is not, sorry, Gala, my wolf. It's what you do is very private, and you don't want, for example, Emma, you like to work in one-on-one, right? More than a group setting. So all of this needs to be adapted to your season, and it needs to be adapted to the style that you want, and as well the relationship you want to have. Because if you sign for a mastery, for a mindset, then it's 12 months. Let me tell you, 12 months is too much for me. I understand that the energetic of this community works 9 months. So we work well from September to June, okay? After that silly season, forget it. I do other things, everyone do other things, and then we return refreshed and ready to rock. So what I want to say with this long answer, Natalie, is sometimes what you learn with this is not only what they tell, is about how do you feel. Is not only with who you want to work, is as well with who you don't want to work. One of the powerful things of opening a community and having these sessions is I'm not signing up clients then I don't want to work with. I'm signing up clients that I love to work with. And because when you allowed people to jump into your world, and then you have this very presence, they can, wrong, I don't want to say they can drain your energy. You can give your energy with no limits and no boundaries. So I know it's a long answer for you, but on the end, yes, go back and do these sessions and ask feedback and ask the correct questions. Where are you now? Where you want to be? What is holding you back? What did you try before? Or, yeah, and are you open to work with me in the future? And if you even, I'm going to you, G, even if you have, for example, ex-clients, and you want to ask them for feedback, ask them what kind of offer did work better for them. One session, a package of sessions, intensive, a VIP day, you name it. So whatever it is, help put their brain to co-create like we are doing here, like we co-create here. Did I answer you? I know it was a long one, but yeah, it was full of love.
No, that's really great. I think a lot of that what you just said is like in my head, and I think it's
I know. I see you.
having someone
I
say
know. I
it, and
see
I'm
you.
like,
I see you. That is one of my. I believe in it with a lot of ego here. It's one of my abilities. I can read my people. I can. I see, and because I have a great after my ex, I have a good memory, and I remember what is. So I can read you. And that is one of the beautiful things of this community is we can co-create because we remember what they said before. Deal? Good. And welcome to the Brave Wolves, Natalie. Welcome. Okay. G, come on, girl.
Hey,
Hello, Geneva.
how are you doing?
I miss
So
you.
Natalie, thank you. Natalie, you were talking about having a failed launch, right? When you went from 4 to 10. When you did your post-mortem, sorry guys, I have like a chest cold, but when you did your post-mortem on the 4 weeks, was everybody telling you they wanted more time with you?
so basically it was amazing content, loved it, but it was too intense. We wish we had more time. So I extended it and in between. So it's 10 weeks, but actually it's 8 weeks. So there's a week implementation between it and then a Q&A session at the end. So I thought the best of both worlds. I'm not creating new content, I'm just spreading it out. But I didn't have anyone step forwards. And like, there's a lot of things. I think there's a lot really coming from my energetics because I also have 2 small children and
Yeah, don't forget
You didn't want to
that
do the
important
10.
detail.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, I
You
have.
didn't want to do the 10.
Yeah,
And
I
you
think
know,
that's what it is. It's like for me, there was a relief that came when nobody stepped forward. And I think that's my thing. It's like, oh, okay, I know that I want to help people, but what form does that come in now that's going to work with my life with 2 small children and all of my like health things? So
yeah,
Respect
that
your energetics. Yeah.
yes.
100%. Holy, totally. I was saying it's great that they were like, it was intense. We needed more time. But the big thing is they got transformation at rapid speed, and that's what people pay for. So what you delivered was right. Their feedback is we all say we want more time because we have this misconception as people that more time gives us better results, but you did it right the first time. And if
I
anything,
literally just got shivers right now as you said that. That's so
oh,
crazy. My
good.
whole body just went boom.
You did it right. And then you could say, all right, guys, I can add on a once a month call, right? So that they can implement a little bit better. So you add another package on for implementation times, and that's it. But you have your life, you have your children, your business is to be the reflection of what you love and what you're passionate about, not a job,
Mhm.
right? Where we're trying to
Oh,
fit our beauties inside of
you are
that.
resonating with me so hard right now. Like I'm
Coach G is a badass one.
I
She's a
love it.
badass
Thank
one.
you. That
No,
feels
but it's
incredible.
beautiful. And G, you are 100% on the point because, yeah, it means then you deliver. And many times what happens is people enjoy so much what they had, they want to keep having that. So if you give them something that is aligned with you, but more in the line what G was saying, probably you kill the two. Kill, it's not a good word. You
Two
create more
birds with one
magic.
stone. Yeah. And that way it
100%.
fits into your life better. So I
100%.
don't want you to think that you failed your launch because you're like, but Rita, I did everything that you said. And then when I did it, it didn't work. It
Mm.
again, that whole thing is your energy, what has to work for you, your business, your life, right? And we have to honor all of it. And when it's at full optimal honoring over everywhere, it just works out.
Aha. Thank you, G. Do you have questions, my love? No, you know, use this. It's okay. Okay. Do someone have questions? I see the chat popping up, loads of message. Do someone have questions? No? Oh, yeah, Miriam.
I can actually ask a quickie, and you don't have to answer it.
Of
But,
course, I
just
will
so that-
answer.
I heard you mention something about high ticket offers having another structure. Like where when I work, I have an online course, a 3-month online course that it's 500, so it's 490. I can do 497. I think I could try that and see what kind of response I would
The
get.
the price point needs to vibrate well to you.
Yeah.
Okay.
My 1-to-1 1-month container is $5,000. So
I still have it. I still have it. Okay. So
it's the high ticket structure. You said it was different. So I'm curious, like
okay,
what?
so I'm going to tell you what I do as a okay. You learn a lot. You learn what you like, what you don't like, what you want, and what you don't want. When I was selling this same offer, then you saw for 497, the same information that is there, I sold it already for $5,000. The difference is the time and having me on the team or not. On the sense, then we sit here and we are going to solve it. I am a problem solver. You give me a challenge, right, Debbie? You give me a challenge, I'll figure out a way. And special because I love to solve the things from other ones more than mine. I think we all. So what I do is I bring people to my worlds. I feel that energy and I allow them to feel my energy like I'm doing right now. I'm not for everyone. One of the reasons why on the sales page of the mastery and magical coach mastery, I have moments like sessions with this where you see me coaching. So you understand if I'm aligned with you or the things that I say or the jokes that I do or whatever, because that is very important for me. I want to repel who's not, for example, I don't like to work with people who are victims. People who are expecting others to do the work. No, thank you. People are expecting then come to this community and it's about me. No, this is not your place. People are expecting this is a place for drama. I don't have drama in my community. I never had. Why? Because I don't operate from drama. I never tell, I always like to see the positive. I always like to, it's not the problem, it's why, okay, we have a goal, how we get there. It's how my brain operates. So I still have high tickets. I have people paying me $6,000 to setting up their business from the beginning to the end with a full structure. And I host an agency as well, like how to grow, how to have more people, more clients using my strategies. I'm exactly now setting up that for a lot of people, how to create all the content. People don't like to be on camera. How do we create using AI to make you comfortable? How we clone your voice, but it's still your voice, it's still your soul. How we do all of that. How we go around the problem. So people pay me that. But this is kind of an entrance level because I don't like to sell. I like people to buy from me. It's a totally different energetics. I want people to say, oh, you did that oracle. There's insane. I want one. Okay, let's do it. I don't say it's in promotion. No, it's an opportunity. If you want, we will do this together. And that is how I do. So I still have high tickets. I just believe in special because, and I'm going to be very honest here, I saw people losing marriage because they are putting debt, creating debts of $60,000 on their credit cards, paying high ticket coaches. Then I'm not going to say it doesn't work. It's not necessarily aligned for every person. Not every person works with the brain the way that I do. So that is the reason why co-creation is so important. That is the reason why we always have space for everyone to give their 2 cents, their 5 cents, their knowledge, their wisdom to Natalie here. So it's not only about Anahita coaching. It's about every person, what can we give and bring to the table? But I still do high tickets. I just bring people in. Very important. I want to know if I want to work